Hello, welcome back to my channel. Crazy Clean Mama here. My baby is 7 months old now, and in this video I'll be sharing with you my baby must-haves for that 3 to 6 month old stage and a bonus favorite at the very end of this list, so be sure to watch till the very end. If you have not seen my newborn essentials video, be sure to watch that as well. I'll link the video below because I wanted to mention that everything or almost everything from that video was still useful in that 3 to 6 month old stage, just minus a few items. One is the nesting pillow. I retired that at about 3 months old. And the second was the baby bouncer. I had to retire the bouncer at about 5 months old because he didn't want to lean back anymore. He wanted to get up all the time, so I had to retire it. And the third item from that video is the Costco baby carrier. I only used it one time for a 10-hour road trip when he was 6 weeks old. The first item on this list are baby bibs. 3 to 6 months old is when babies start drooling so much. I know my baby did. My baby was drooling so much. Sometimes he went through 2 bibs a day, and it's because it's a sign of teething, and he did get his first tooth at about 7 months old. My favorite bibs were these muslin 100% cotton bibs. They do come in multiple colors, but I love the white one because it matches everything. Like, I have this thing where I can't stand bibs that come with all these colorful prints like word prints and animal prints because it really took away from my baby's outfit, or it was always clashing with my baby's outfit. So I just loved white bibs, matches everything. Highly recommend these ones. The next must-have item is this nail filer. It actually comes in like a set like this. And I was able to get by with the regular nail clipper when he was a newborn, but as he got older and became more mobile, it was just too dangerous to use a regular nail clipper, and so I decided to try this filer out, and it is amazing. I like to trim his nails when he's awake because if you're like me, when your baby's finally sleeping, you do not want to disturb them. So that's why I didn't really think about getting this until that 3+ month stage, and it works so well. Even when he's moving too much, I can still get his nails trimmed. Absolutely love this nail filer. Highly recommend it. The next item on my list are these cotton baby mittens. I used these when he was a newborn too, but I forgot to include these in my newborn essentials, so I had to include them here. I used them from newborn stage to about 5 months old. It's completely useful for helping prevent him from scratching his face. These mittens stay put. The way that they're designed, this part here is like the end of a long sleeve shirt. So it never slips off. It stays put really well. There's enough room for the hand to stretch out. So I love these so much. I actually ordered these about 2 to 3 times because they always got lost, but they're inexpensive enough to buy it however many pairs you need. The next item on my list is this EMF radiation protection beanie, and it's by DefenderShield. This one is made of 100% bamboo and cotton. I actually bought the newborn size for him when he was about 4 months old, but it was actually too tight. So I returned that for this one, which is a size medium, and it's actually a little too big, but I just roll it up and it fits okay. Once my baby passed that newborn stage, he got a little bit more needy, always wanted to be held. And so because I always have my phone around me and it uses 5G technology, then I wanted to get him this hat to protect him from EMF, including 5G. The next item on my list is this baby spoon. It actually comes in a pair. I just couldn't find the other one right now. But basically, I love it so much because it's shaped like a pacifier, and that is such a brilliant design because then this part protects him from having the spoon too deep into his mouth, because sometimes he would jerk forward so fast and gobble up the spoon. So having this protection here is everything. I love it so much. It's such a brilliant design. I even packed it with me on vacation. Next is my baby carrier. I have 5 baby carriers in total, and the one I'm about to show you is my favorite because it's my baby's favorite. I took a chance on it when he was about 5 months old because he didn't like the other carriers for very long and I didn't want to give up. And so I just saw a random ad on my Instagram and I decided to take a chance on it. So let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so the biggest difference between this carrier and most other baby carriers out there is that it has, let's see if you can see it, a built-in seat. It has a hard foam on the inside. See if you can see that. Hold on here. Okay. It's hard, but it's comfortable enough. At least my baby has never complained about it. So this carrier is by Honeyroo. Like I mentioned, I just saw random ads on Instagram and decided to buy it. I have never heard about it before. It is fairly comfortable to wear and it's very user-friendly, but it is a bit bulky looking, so to be honest, it's not the most like photogenic looking carrier, but because my baby loves it so much, then I love it too. So although it's a little bulky, it's actually much more comfortable to wear than it looks, and I love how you can actually detach this whole front. Let me see if I can do it right now for you. So this whole front here has 3 ways of securing it. Zipper, button, and a latch. So basically you can take this apart and just use it as a hip carrier. You can actually just get rid of the front and use it for support to carry him, or you can also take this whole thing off and just use this for support as a hip carrier. I've done it that way as well, and it's actually very handy. It makes holding your baby, especially as he gets bigger, much easier to hold. So let's do a little demonstration. Sometimes it's useful to just carry him like this around without the whole setup. You like it? Yeah, is it comfortable? Say hi, you love it. You love it when mom carries you all the time. Alright. So this thing, just so that you know, it's detachable. Or you can also carry your baby like this as a hip carrier. It works well this way too. Hi! You're such a good model. My husband loves this carrier too, and we made sure to pack it with us on vacation to Disney World. We used it throughout the trip. My baby can last the whole time that he's awake in this baby carrier. He has fallen asleep in it as well. I think the reason why he loves this one so much is because obviously that seat, and I think in the other more traditional carriers without the seat, I think it's too tight on him. Like it always pulls his underwear up, and I noticed that it builds extra moisture in that area and it's very uncomfortable for him. And I don't like that as well, and that's why I would rather carry this bulkier carrier because he is more comfortable in it and it leaves him more room. At 3 to 6 months, my baby didn't really play with toys, but he loves his skip hop. The skip hop is an activity center and it has like a few toys in it, so he did play with those a lot, where like he would always put them in his mouth. And I love it because it's such a nice activity center to keep him busy when I need to be hands-free. I first took it out when he was about 4.5 months, but he didn't really start to love it until close to 6 months. I think because he wasn't physically ready yet, and once he got a little bit stronger, then he really started loving the skip hop. The next item on my list are these cloth books. He has chewed on these, drooled on these, scrunched them, and they still look this good. It actually comes with a few more books. I forgot if there were like 5 or 6. I don't know, but it comes with the whole set. And each book has its own topic. This one's about animals, one's about fruit, and one's about vehicles. And they're just pictures. They're just words. There's no story, but sometimes I would make up a story for him, or sometimes I just go through the words with him, and he absolutely loves it. I don't know what it is about these books, but it really, really grabs his attention. I love them so much. I even packed one of them with me on an airplane trip just in case he needed to be occupied with something on the airplane, because these books for some reason really grabs his attention. And as a bonus, they also make great props for photo shoots. Next, I want to mention my favorite books that I read to him over and over again. He has a library collection right now, but these are my go-to books. If you've seen my recent video about my 2022 parenting goals, one of my goals is to read to my baby at least once a day. And my other goal is to raise him bilingual. And so because there's not a lot of picture books written in my native Hmong language, then I usually just translate an English book into Hmong for him. So usually what I'll do is I'll read the book first in English, and then I'll read it again the second time, translating it on the spot in Hmong. And I have found that these books are the easiest to do that. If you're bilingual, you know that not all things are easy to translate on the spot, and some are really just much easier, and these books are easy. The first book that I'm going to show you here is called Penguin Says Please. It's a very, very simple book. It teaches manners, which I like too. I like how the prints are just very, very big and very simple pictures. My second one that I read over and over to him is The Very Hungry Caterpillar. This one's a classic. Beautiful pictures, very simple writing, and I love how it also teaches, the days of the week. The next one is called What a Wonderful World, and it is based on that song. I love the pictures that go with the lyrics. They are so beautiful, and I do sing it to him sometimes, or when I'm translating in Hmong, then I read it to him, and it's so easy to translate. I absolutely love this book so much. I read it over and over to him, and so far he has not gotten bored of any books that I read over and over to him. And the last one here is also a classic. It's called Where the Wild Things Are. So this book has big, beautiful pictures and just very simple words throughout the book, and so that makes it very easy to translate, and the pictures obviously really grabs my baby's attention. So those books are my favorite to read to my baby over and over again. Alright, this last item on my list is a bonus favorite because it's not really a baby essentials, but it is a favorite, so I wanted to share it here. And that is this 100 crown. It comes with a sticky in the back, and the string is adjustable. I bought this to celebrate my baby's 100th day of birth. This is a must-have if you celebrate your baby's 100th day, and you should. It's absolutely fun, and every milestone should be celebrated. This brings so much festivity, and it's very photogenic. I absolutely loved it. And that sums up my list for this video. I would love to hear your thoughts below, and remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!